Hello, everyone. Yes, I wasn't lying when I said I'm literally doing the live stream from the lobby of the hotel. Literally, like, if that's not obvious, lobby of hotel. We are currently in Traverse City, Michigan, for a figure skating competition for my daughter. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm not going to talk as loud as normal because normally I'm in a room in my house, and here I'm in a lobby. And there really isn't anyone here, but I don't want to talk too loud. So just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Like, I can hear you, Curry. It's all good. So I see Faye, and I see my friend Carrie, and Kirk Shar. Hey, thanks for coming in. And KS Treasures, nice to see you. And Nancy's Vintage Treasures, hello, hello. So, yeah, I had to cancel an extra show because originally I had told you that I would only be missing one show because of moving my daughter in New York. And it ended up being, I had to go to New York an extra day early so I could paint her room because she found out last minute she wasn't going to have time. And long story short, just being a mom. So we got her moved into the new place and then immediately turned around and drove across the country, actually stopped at our house for one night and then drove here to Michigan for this competition, and we leave tomorrow. So somebody give me a thumbs up and tell me that you can hear me okay, and the lighting's okay, and everything looks good. Yeah, I'm not at home, and I can't do it in my hotel room because both girls that one of Caroline's teammates is staying with us. They have to get up at 6 a.m. for practice ice. So if I'm in the room, I'm annoying them. So the explanation for why I'm here. Thank you, Faye, for giving me a thumbs up. Good to know you can hear me okay. Awesome, awesome. Well, all right. So this is actually going to be a haul slash auctions on my haul. This is going to be from this bag is all the last two shopping trips I did. One was at an antique store here, 5 minutes down the road. And one was, a lot of them were from my local thrift store that I love in Pittsburgh. It's called Red, White, and Blue Thrift. So I'm going to just dump this out. And this is what we're doing tonight. A lot of really beautiful things. I think I got it all. All right. And that earring needed to go somewhere else. I don't know why it's there. So if you hear random extra noises, it's because I'm in the lobby. So there you go. I will turn this down more so we can see that. But I'm confused because this random cross earring, I thought I had put it in here with my little things. Well, I'm going to start off with showing you this ring. This ring actually, yeah, it was from a consignment store. It was just their gift bag, whatever. Thanks, Faye. Where is this random cross? This ring I am wearing is, I got it at a thrift store, and they obviously didn't realize it was 14 karat gold, and it is, in fact, 14 karat gold. Thanks, Felicia. Nice to see you, too. But this ring was marked 14 karat gold, and they sold it for $6.99. And I had a sneaking suspicion that it was a garnet. I think a lot of times, especially people in thrift stores, when they see cabochons, they think, oh, that can't be real. That must be plastic, or that must be whatever. But I knew better. And I knew it was definitely an old setting, an older vintage setting for sure. And I got it for $6.99, came home, acid tested it. It was positive for 14 karat gold. Let's see if I can find where it says it. I'm not selling this tonight. I'm just showing it to you because I'm going to keep it. I think it's in there. We can never see close enough on this darn screen. Oh, it's more in the bottom. Regardless, I know you believe me. It does say 14 karat gold. And I wasn't sure. You can have some rubies that are a little bit more reddish, but my instinct was more likely that it was a garnet. And it is, in fact, a garnet. But it's a beautiful ring. So there's that, just showing you that. Nice little find. All right, so these are all our goodies. A lot of necklaces you can see in the store. If you check out the store down there, I have it for sure was, absolutely. It's a little big for my ring finger, but it's good enough. So you can check out the store. I have less items than normal. My show is probably going to be shorter than normal just because I'm here and I only got what I got. So here we go. All right. Well, I think I'm going to start with this Monet necklace, which is lovely. Let me just push all that back. And this is, in fact, signed Monet right here on the back of the clasp. It's a fold-over clasp. It is in excellent condition. So these are beaded on a chain. It is silver tone. But there are these little silver tone spacer beads in between all of the filigree beads. It's lovely. It is. Let me pull it up on my thing so I can remember how long it is. It's a 24-inch necklace. And I have gone in and look at comps. As you know, I always go and look at comps. And I usually try to hit about the half price, what the lowest comp I see typically ish, half price to 2/3 of the price. It depends on the item for my price point. So yeah, so there's wiggle room. But I am selling this one for $18. I don't have a neck to put it on, but it is in perfect condition for any of those Monet lovers out there. So Miss Felicia is in for $18, and you can see the detail of all those pretty filigree beads. No, absolutely no tone loss at all on this necklace. It's as if it's never been worn. It looks fantastic. It's got a little bit of texture on the fold-over clasp. So there you have it. So that is going home with Felicia. And I don't have my bags with me, but when I get home tomorrow, I'll be able to pull up all these purchases and then I'll bag them all individually for you guys. I assume you're welcome, Felicia. I assume everyone has received all of their last orders in the mail, which of course I got shipped out the night before I left. So yeah, I also have a whole bunch of brooches and earrings here. So we will try to alternate. There is a random missing earring now. I don't know where that cross earring is. But here's another good find. Let's do these earrings. These are obviously mother of pearl. And when I saw them, I bought them in a bag of multiple earrings at the thrift store. But they were in with a whole bunch of other earrings like these. It was in one bag, and I bought all of them together. That one and these, plus these. And when I saw these in the bag, I knew that they had to be Kendra Scott. And I went home and I, of course, looked them up to see if there's any specific things to show me it's Kendra Scott. A lot of times Kendra Scott is not necessarily specifically marked, but every identical thing about this is identical to the pictures I see when I look up the Kendra Scott earrings. So these are about, let me get my ruler so I can tell you how long those are. You see, aren't I good? I brought my whole baggie with all my stuff from home. It's like I was prepared or something. Can you believe it? So the drop, including the dangle, is about 2.5, maybe a little short of them, but they are stunning. Cold, everything you would expect of mother of pearl. So Kendra Scott earrings running now, $18 start for anybody interested. Obviously, they're a prong set, and there is obviously the mother of pearl on both sides. Gorgeous, absolutely stunning. Thank you, Felicia. I know. I don't have like everything, but I'm pretty close. Like I literally brought a lamp from my house. I did the best I could. Okay, thank you for looking at that. Let's keep going here. I actually picked up a few more. Sorry. Let me just get this out before I talk. I'm not a good multitasker. A few more Silpata necklaces at my last thrift store outing. And this was one that I got. This is super long, really, really long. It's all natural gemstones. Okay, so it's a Silpata 925. Let me show you the mark here. It is right there. I don't know if you can see that. Let me pull it up. So that's the typical Silpata mark right there. And then the clasp is actually marked with 925. So this has got mixed metals. So when it says 925, I don't know if that specific part is 925 or if that's brass. I'm sure that that is 925. But this necklace is called a spice box necklace. When I went and did a Google Lens search on it, it's 50 inches long. So it is a great necklace that you obviously can layer how you choose. And let's do a little bit of gemstone recognition here. These are natural pearls that are strung there. These fall under quartz. I did actually bring my cheap gem tester, but I know because I tested all these. Those do fall under quartz, most likely carnelian, abalone, probably more carnelian. I believe this is coral, sterling silver, more natural pearls, and then some seed beads. And all the way over here, we have some quartz and more quartz. And then we've got some tiger's eye and some metal beads, which I guess are probably sterling silver. They're like faceted metallic beads. So anyways, I have an $18 start on this signed Silpata necklace in excellent condition. So there you go. And I've started the auction now for any takers on the beautiful Silpata necklace. So we've got 12 seconds left. I'm sure Felicia's on her way over, if you know what I mean. And actually, you don't have to do anything yet, Felicia. It seems fine. We'll just see what happens. Oh, thank you for your bid, Felicia. It's a really nice, it's like a mixture of a lot of different colors. You know, it's very boho, and I think you're a boho kind of lady. So it's perfect for you, Felicia. There you go. It's got lots of variety on it. I agree. Super, super, super. All right. Well, let's do some really simple earrings. These are not expensive. These came in the baggie, and these are just regular costume jewelry. These, I think I literally have, there's no mark on these. These are glued in little rhinestones, dangle, as you see, geometric. I believe I literally have like $1 start on them. They are not signed. They are not any specific brand. It's just a costume jewelry earring that dangles, but it's cute, geometric. But it's got $1 start for anyone looking for some green earrings, maybe some St. Patrick's Day earrings, you know? Who would have St. Patrick's Day earrings like this? I don't know. But it's $1 start, and we have 11 seconds left for any takers on the dangle earrings, pierced, of course. 3, 2, and 1. Thank you for looking. Thank you for looking. All right. Okay. I do have to tell you, this one particular day, this was a thrift store day where I found some other incredible things on this day. But then, which I'm about to show you another incredible thing I found on this day. So I got this at the thrift store. And when I do a Google Lens search on it, what comes up first is Coro. Now, I know that they have unsigned Coro, and the value of this one, and I'm actually going to come over here to my computer for a second. And I want to go to my pictures, and I wanted to show you real quick. I'm just going to pull it up. Hold on. So one of them, that's an example of Coro right there. That one doesn't actually have a price on it. But I was trying to confirm that this was definitely Coro because one of the listings showed up as Juliana. And I think someone mistakenly marked this as Juliana because more of the things that I find in terms of, sorry, let me close that, comps have been, okay, how do I go back? Oh, here. Okay. Have been, so that one's a Coro comp right there, $115. When I've scrolled through the pictures on this, and every ounce of this brooch is identical. The counting of every single one of these stones, the way they're placed, the kind of prongs they have, you have to look in this much detail. The way the back looks, identical. So I believe that this is an unsigned Coro, which obviously has a lot of value. But like I said, I did find it at one site that showed it as Juliana, but I'm going to tell you why from my professional opinion. I'm in my Monet book. Oh, are you saying the Monet necklace that you just bought is in the Monet book? Is that what you're saying, Felicia? This, are you telling me it's a book piece or one similar? Well, that's pretty darn exciting. Sorry, I'm doing a live show. Oh, hey, I now see you. Come say hello. Come say hello. Okay, my daughter just walked in with her teammate. Now you guys get to be on. Everyone say hello. Hi. They just went to dinner. Yeah, so they get the excitement of being here. But yeah, so we're live and we have a store with all my listings and people can do auctions. And so yeah, right from the lobby. Isn't that?
Oh, I remember the time that you let me take over your live show and I started doing ASMR.
Did. You did actually do a live show with the jar that I gave you. Remember? Anyways, so
I think you just need a little like.
What'd you say? Oh, okay. Everyone's put your hands in there. Oh, you're going to ASMR. Everyone's making me. Okay. Sorry, guys. Hello, daughter, says Felicia. Hello, daughter and daughter's friend. You guys are going to kill it tomorrow, right? Yes. Slay it. Okay. Goodbye. Did you get dinner? You're good? Okay. All right. Bye. Sorry about that. All right. Clap. Okay. But the reason I do not believe this is Juliana is because one of the very sure signs of Juliana is that it would have a stop. Let me pull this one up. Hold on one second. And yes, this is very pricey. This is more than half of the lowest comp I found, in fact. Okay, so it's on stage. Hold on. I want to click on that for 1 second. If you see in my notes, I wrote that it does not have a pin stop. Now, something that's very noticeable, that's one of the signs that you have, potentially a Juliana. And the only reason I'm saying this was potentially Juliana is because one of my things that I pulled up showed this brooch and called it Juliana, and I think they're wrong. It does not have a pin stop, okay? Now, I have another brooch I'm bringing tonight. I do not believe this is Juliana either, but this does, in fact, have a pin stop. There are other brooches that have pin stops, but the idea of it is that a pin stop will make it so it doesn't fold all the way back. And so if we look at this really close up, there's like a little bar there that sort of stops it, okay? But on this brooch, we do not have such bar to stop it from going back. It can go back all the way. So with that, that's why I'm confident in saying that I believe this is in fact an unsigned Coro that has very high value. It is in immaculate condition and I'm running the auction now. Pretty darn stunning. We've got all these, what they call lava glass. That is, you can see those hound tooth, cabochons there, as well as a whole bunch of cupcake set AB rhinestones, some round, as well as some marquise. So there you go. Beautiful, beautiful Unsigned Coro. Thank you very much for looking. Okay. Okay. And we will keep going. It is stunning. I agree. 100%. Well, here's another Monet piece. Honestly, I haven't seen a lot of hand knotted Monet necklaces. This is milk glass, so it's cold and heavy. All the things you would expect milk glass to be. And then we have a mark here for Monet, and we have the very recognizable Monet clasp that many recognize there. And then again, this is all just in excellent condition, hand knotted. And this Monet necklace, milk glass, is 30 inches long. I'm going to move it to the stage now. And it's going to be at an excellent price of $8. That's going to be the deal of the night. So Felicia's in on the Monet tonight. So again, in excellent condition. We've got 15 seconds left. Just regular, beautiful white necklace. Signed by Monet. So Felicia's winning right now. We have 4 seconds left. And this goes to Felicia. Beautiful. I bet you that won't be in the book. Felicia, you'll have to take a picture of the necklace that looks similar to the one you bought and then message it to me. You know, you don't have to do it during the show. But if you think to do it, send it to me. That would be cool. Okay. Well, let me keep going here. How about a fun cat brooch? Look at this beauty. This is actually JJ. It is, in fact, marked on the back. Let me bring it to stage. Okay, so we have gold tone, hammered, sort of circular, but they're not complete closed circles. They're almost like swirls, whatever, with all these cute cats dangling about. And then on the back, you can clearly see the JJ mark. The clasp works just fine. There's no gold tone loss. It's fabulous condition. Starting the auction now for the cat JJ brooch for any of those cat lovers out there. It's really kind of cute. Not kind of cute. It is cute. There we go. You can see them. They're busy. They're busy doing their thing. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Thank you for looking. Sorry, I'm trying to put stuff in as comes in. Okay, so okay, this is stunning, and I have to be honest. I really was not familiar with this brand. I got this and immediately saw that it had marks for sterling on the back of the clasp, which my light here is not working very well. But it does, in fact, say sterling there. It's hard for you to see it. It says a few other things, too. So let me tell you what else it says. Hold on. So on the back, it says Majorica 925. And then it says something else. I can't read it, but it is tarnished a bit. You can wipe that clean. Now, these are, thank you, Felicia. That's awesome. These are glass pearls. They are stunning. It is hand knotted with smaller knots. It's harder for you to see them, but they are heavy and they look like real pearls. The luster on them is incredible. And then, of course, you have a box clasp right there. You also have a hanging M here, which on that little M, it also says Majoria and then 925. Now, when I go and look at comps at this necklace, the shorter of the two strands is 16 inches. And I know, everyone clap, but yes, I did in fact bring even my magnet and my ring sizer and my scale, but I also have my thing that I use to measure the size of, hold on, I gotta find it. Where is it? Darn it. Can't seem to find it. Oh, here we go. I wanted to give you a millimeter measurement of those faux pearls. So gosh, they are just so beautiful. Looks like about 12 millimeters. I don't know if you can see that, but that's what that says. And I believe the black pearls are about the same size. Let's see here. Yeah, also 12 millimeters. Okay. Now I'm going to take you over here and I'm going to show you the incredible comps I find for Majoria 925. It's from Spain. So that's another thing that's written on it is it's from Spain. So hold on. I'm going to take you to some pictures. Give me 1 second. I got to pull up my pictures. I have a couple to show you. So here is, I don't know if you can see that, but it says Majorica Vintage Double Strand Faux Pearl Choker Layered Sterling Clasp Necklace, $200. That was the cheapest I found. Okay, let me show you another one. I think this other one's $300. It obviously is a valuable necklace. Majora 2-strand pearl 18-inch choker, which the other strand is 18 inches, 925. This one says gold plated. Mine doesn't say that. But there at the bottom, I don't know if you can see that, but it says $299. So obviously this brand is one to look out for. Yes, I got my tools. That's right, Felicia. I am ready to go. So I just wanted to explain the reason for the comp or the starting price that I'm about to put up here. So let me bring it to stage. I have a $75 starting bid price on it. You saw those two comps, which is even more than half off when the smallest one was $199. So anyways, for anyone looking for an incredible set, oh my God, I can't, they just look so real. They're just the luster. Anyways, I'm starting the auction now. I don't know a lot about this brand from Spain, but obviously it has some value. So we've got 14 seconds left on that beautiful double strand necklace. Lovely. And we can get into all the ASMR sounds. Ooh, it's cold, it's heavy. La 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 la. There you go. Thank you for looking. Okay. So let's do this cute pair. These are some sterling silver little crosses. I wiped them up the best I could, but they were so tarnished, they were black. Like the actual things here were black. And these were almost black. It was, so I don't know if that is telling me how old they are. Probably not, but I would at least think that they're vintage. My light is not working at all. It is not benefiting me one bit. But there you go. They're gorgeous, kind of open work, sterling silver dangle earrings. I love them. Very simple. And I have a starting bid on those for $8. So if we have anyone interested in kind of those kind of more, they're beautiful cross earrings. I don't know if you call that like a Celtic cross or more but they're beautiful. And Felicia, let me try to, we've got Paris in for $9. And I'm trying to get there nice and close so you can see them. Felicia's in for $10. Just a very simple, and this is what the back looks like right here. And so Felicia got those for $10. Thank you for everyone's bids. I appreciate that. Hold on, let me look closely at it and see if when I cleaned it off, I still could not see a mark for sterling, but there is no doubt in my mind that they are. I mean, absolutely no doubt. So, anyways, those are heading with Felicia. Love them. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, let's see what else I can bring here. Okay. How about we do these? To be honest, I don't think I have ever seen Murano beads that were frosted before, but this is the first time. Now, this is a Millefiora, which is this sort of the way that the style of we have these little flowers. These are hand knotted. They are filigree capped. The construction is excellent. It's in great condition. You can see it's got a vintage twisting barrel clasp right here. And the length of this necklace is it's kind of a lilac, a very light purple. But I've moved it to stage. The length of that is, let me see, 25 inches. Okay. But to be honest, I've just never seen it frosted glass. So that's sort of unique. A lot of Murano necklaces and things like that, they're not marked typically, but I've seen enough of them. And I know typically when the hand knotting is very important. If you ever get beads like this that are sort of these art glass beads, I mean, other people can make Millefiora beads, but it's all the details, the vintage barrel clasp, the capped pieces, all that. So anyways, I have a $42 start on those really pretty, very soft lilac Murano glass bead necklace, Millefiora. We've got 10 seconds left. And 3, 2, and 1. Now, let me show you something. I also here have a bracelet that is similar looking to this. But I'm not selling this one as if I know it could be. This one could be Murano. But when I look at this one, there's not a doubt in my mind that it is. But on this one, for example, it doesn't have a vintage clasp on it. It has a more modern lobster clasp, and it shows a lot of wear here. Now, they do have more modern Murano bracelets that have had lobster claw clasps, but a lot of times it'll have something hanging, the more modern ones that say Murano, or I can't confidently say I know this one is Murano, but it is, in fact, hand knotted as well as filigree capped, just like this one was. But it's the clasp that is throwing me for a loop. And yes, someone could have changed the clasp on here, but why would someone put a lobster claw clasp on it if this was vintage and not have a spring ring? I don't know. So that's why I'm doubting. So I'm not selling this as if it's Murano because I don't know that it is. Now, if I bought this, the first thing I would do is I would replace this clasp with the silver tone spring ring clasp. That's what I would do. But let me go ahead and bring this to stage. And I literally just have a $13 start on this one. It is 7.5 inches. And outside of the fact that it's got that obviously worn lobster claw clasp, the rest of this looks great. Now, this is not Millefiora. This is just art glass with its like speckle of kind of copperish flecks in it, kind of swirly. Anyway, so I'm starting it now, $13 start and that's why I have vintage Murano ? Because I can't confidently say that it is. It could be. So, hey, Felicia. Hey, Amel, how are you? What kind of thrift stores do I shop at? There's a favorite thrift store here in Pittsburgh where I live. that is actually a chain, so it might be in some of where you guys live. But one of that favorite store is called Red, White, and Blue Thrift, and it's one of those thrift stores that will actually cycle their items through sale prices. So like when it first comes in, they'll have things at full price, mind you, thrift store prices. But then it will go to, I don't know, 2 weeks later, it'll go 25% off. And then that color will go to 50 and that color will go to 75. So I often like to go to that thrift store because I can go get items that are 75% off if I, really look. But, like, there are some thrift stores that don't discount any of their items. They're just always the price that they are. And to me, I need to find a bargain in order to be able to offer great prices to you guys. So I'm always trying to find the best deal I can on what I get. And Faye says, some of the thrift stores, people really don't know what they have, and sometimes they can have a gold mine. I've been dealing with jewelry a long time, so I kind of know that's what. But thank you for sharing and the knowledge of your jewelry that you have. Oh, you're most welcome. I'm always an open book. You guys are welcome to ask me anything. And most of you know that I really try to hunt for really great deals. And I really try to be knowledgeable. And you are correct, Faye. Many people don't know what they have. Even when I shop at shopgoodwill.com and buy big auctions, sometimes they don't know. Sometimes people don't know at a consignment store, which is a little bit different than a thrift store. I'll find that people don't know either. So it's just, you just got to be out there hunting for it. So there you go. But I do find great stuff. But let me tell you what I do though also is I go often. I will go cycle through thrift stores, my favorites, once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, but I try to do it often enough that when they cycle in new stuff, I kind of don't miss out on it because, it's all about being in the right place at the right time. And when they put this brooch out, I was about to leave and the lady came out and put out some extra jewelry. And she put this brooch and she hung it up and it was $4.99. I do not lie. How could anyone look at this brooch, even if you're clueless about unsigned Coro or anything, and mark $4.99 on that? I mean, come on, people. So it baffles me. But I promise you, if I wasn't right there when they put that on the wall to grab it, it would have been gone in 10 minutes. It's just being in the right place at the right time and then going and doing your research. Or people who sell as a reseller don't know what they have. This is true. There are people who do resell who don't know what they have. I'd like to say that I'm very proud of all the people and resellers we have here on Lilyworks because people do a really good job of researching their items. All of my fellow resellers, I know that they research their items. I watch their shows. They're very knowledgeable. And so there's great sellers here on Lilyworks that you can trust. And I know I would stand behind my product if I told you something was sterling silver and you got it and it wasn't. Well, I would let you return it, and I would give you your money back and I wouldn't question it. It would be my mistake. So, and I know a lot of the other dealers we have here, resellers, would do that as well. But I have been to shows on other marketplaces or whatever, and I've watched people not have a clue. And I'm like, what? And it does make me wonder. But it's important to be knowledgeable, that's for sure. How are you, Dawn? I'm not lying, Dawn, when I say I'm doing this from the lobby of my hotel in Traverse City, Michigan. I've been gone out of town. I thought I was only going to have to cancel one show, but I end up having to cancel 2, which obviously you guys noticed because I had to go an extra day early to New York to move my daughter. So these are hauls from Antique Store and Vintage Store, my most recent stuff. Some great, beautiful, gorgeous things tonight. A few less expensive things. Most things have a little higher price point because they have a little higher value. So anyways, let's keep going, shall we? How about this luscious gorgeousness? This is Dior. I actually did find a comp on it. Let me bring it up nice and close. I make sure this is bright. When you look on the back, it's hard for you to see it, but underneath this bar, it has D''OR. And then underneath it, it says sterling. Okay. So this is all prong set. It looks like this can be this can act as a bail, I guess, right here. And someone could actually, I guess, hang the heart like that, I guess, as a necklace. But they're all prong set, beautiful, blue as well as clear rhinestones. And real quick, I'm going to show you, if you hear all the talking in the background, it's just because people are coming in, checking into their hotel room, and they're walking in going, oh my God, this is so nice. And it is. It's a gorgeous hotel. It's right on the water. Like our balcony faces the water. It's gorgeous. Hold on. Let me show you this comp real quick. Give me 1 second. I will show it to you. Okay, so here's the comp for that one. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it says Estate Dior Sterling Silver Antique Rhinestone Brooch Pin, and they have a comp there of $89. It is sterling silver. This I actually tested before I left because this was I didn't shop for this here. I just brought it with me. Nice mosquito. I just killed it. Lovely. So anyways, let me bring that to stage. Gorgeous, beautiful. I haven't seen, nor do I have a lot of Dior stuff. Haven't really seen this a lot. But I have a $42 starting bid price when you saw that comp was an $89 comp. And I'm starting the auction now. And Felicia is in for 42. And they're trying to give you a close-up look. I don't know if this is helping at all. We have 8 seconds left. It's an excellent, beautiful condition. Really, really lovely. And my light can't even give it justice. You see the battery's dying. It's like barely working. It's driving me nuts. But anyways, in Paris, looks like Paris won for 44. Thank you for your bid. I appreciate that. It's gorgeous. Really stunning. So I will get that packed up and sent to you. Congratulations, Paris 56. Yay. Beautiful, beautiful brooch. Just in excellent condition. Okay. All right. So let me keep plugging along here. Like I said, I have a lot of necklace style things. Okay. Here is a vintage hand knotted necklace. And this, for any of you who know your natural stones, this is called rhodonite. And so if we look really close, you can see it's hand knotted. And those little beads, round beads, are about, hold on. They are about 8 millimeters, okay? And so, oh no, I need to plug in my computer. Oh no, I'm fine. Sorry, ignore me. Okay, so this is 22 inches long. It's in excellent condition. We have a twisting barrel clasp here, and everything looks good. So I'm going to start that auction. I have it as a $15 start. Hi, Felicia. Love your new space. Hi, Mel. Beautiful brooch. What new space does Felicia have? Tell me, tell me. So we've got 4 seconds left. Thank you for looking at that. I don't know what that means. Felicia, did you like a green shed just delivered? Oh my goodness, you're going to have a live show or something, or even if it's just to come on and show us the green shed. Is it going to be your she shed? Or are you going to use it for is it for all your gardening kind of, outdoor stuff, or is it for something else to store? Okay. So these are inexpensive earring. These are a faux. I think that sounds like darn mosquitoes. That sounds like acrylic to me. So that's a faux pearl. You can see kind of like a halo of twisted gold tone. This is what the backs looks like. They're just a costume jewelry. I literally, she shed. There you go. You could put a TV out there. You could put a bathtub and put lots of candles out. I'm just kidding. Whatever space. But I think your whole house is a she shed, right, Felicia? Because you live alone, right? Ha ha. I'm being funny. Oh, it wasn't a $1 start. It was hold on, a $3 start. I'm going to lower that. I'm going to say a $2 start on that. Update. These are in great condition, by the way. So let me move those to stage. They're about 2/3 of an inch, I would say. Oh, yeah, a little bit more than half an inch. $2 start, in great condition, hasn't lost any of its tone, but I don't see any brand on there or anything. Yes to all. Love the ideas. Fantastic. We got 10 seconds left. So do you, if it was delivered, do you put it together? Does it come in a big box and you have your grandsons come over and put it together for you? Or do you, is it already come, not, is it already come put together? Okay. This is a great strand of beads. It is old. I can tell that it is old. All the hand knotting here is just very old. This is molded glass. All of them are molded glass. That one, you can see the shape on it. All different. Now, it's interesting. 10 by 12 grandson put shelving in. Okay, cool. This is 50 inches long, milk glass as well as other glass. I want to show you this comp real quick. Now, I could not find this exact necklace. I did find a necklace that looked very similar that was literally Hattie Carnegie, but I know mine is not Hattie Carnegie because the Hattie Carnegie one looked very similar. It had some of these kind of like, I don't know, glass ones that had that kind of sheen on it. And then it had different shapes. Like, look at more molded glass here. Except the Hattie Carnegie one had little gold gold tone textured beads in between every single bead. And this doesn't have any of that. But one thing I did find, this is the closest, I had a sneaking suspicion it was probably check glass. This is similar. As you can see, we've got molded glass, and we've got some of those ones that look, like that. And this was a pretty good match. You can see that comp there is a $60. And this was 45 inches in length. And I think mine is 50 inches in length. There is no clasp on it. And Felicia says, hold on. Felicia says, Hattie Carnegie, love, yes. And for an instant, I thought, no way these could be Hattie Carnegie. But then as I looked closer, did Rachel come in? Did I miss her? Rachel came in. Yay, Rachel. Hi, Rachel. But as I look closer at all these molded glass beads, although it looked similar to the Hattie Carnegie one I found, it did not have all those little gold textured beads in between, kind of spacer beads. So just like I showed you in that comp there, I'm pretty sure these are probably check. So this is 44 inches. I was thinking it was 50. And it's a really nice strand, definitely old, hand knotted in between, and that's where you can really see the age. Okay, but look at the molded glass. Got these little round ones here, and then these little oblong ones. And we've got 6 seconds left. How you doing, Rachel? Rachel wrote me today and she said, "You're just on the other side of the lake from me." And I'm like, "Oh, really? How far would that be?" Like, I didn't know. Could I go visit her? I don't know. But I was not really quite aware of how large the lake is. I'm on Lake Michigan. I assume that's the big lake, even though uh, and she sent me a picture today of the driving time from me. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm in the hotel lobby here, Rachel, because Caroline, as well as one of her teammates, have to get up at 6 a.m. So I couldn't go sit in the hotel and do this because it would keep them up. So I came and came to the lobby. But she sends me this picture and it said driving time 6 hours. Isn't that what it said? Hear that, but 6 hours and 12 minutes for me to get to her, and I'm just on the other side of the lake. No, I didn't fall in the lake. I was going to look at my text, my FaceTime message from Rachel, and I was like, wow, that's a big lake. I didn't fall in. I could. We have a balcony. We're right on it. I always enjoy your sales, MIL. Have a good one too. Love you guys. Have a fun sale. Thank you for coming, Faye. Thanks for coming. Okay, I'll quit. I'll quit gabbing here. Let me move on. Okay, this is a really interesting bracelet. So this is definitely milk glass. I've never seen a bracelet like this before. It's pretty big. So when I measure it, like opening it straight up, it measures like 9 inches. But you know that when you put a bracelet together, it's actually smaller than the length of it because the bigger beads sticking out make the inside circle smaller than that. So I'm thinking that this is probably closer to uh, 7.5 or 8 inches. Let's see what I put. Oh, I put 9 inches. I don't think oh, maybe it measured 10 and I took off an inch. Hold on. The point is, it's pretty big. Oh, yeah, it measures 10 inches, and I called it 9, but because it's actually smaller when it's wrapped around your wrist. But I have never seen milk glass beads like this that are like essentially millefiori. I don't have any concept of hold on, trying to latch this and my fingers are not functioning. Why am I struggling so much? This is not difficult. Okay. Anyways, but isn't that interesting? So these are all capped. You can definitely see the age because there is some I don't know if it's so much gold tone loss as it is just kind of I guess maybe verdigris, maybe a little. It's hard to say. But it's just a very unique bracelet. Never seen anything like it. But so I'm doing I don't know much about it. This did look gold filled to me, but I don't see a mark on it. It does have that look though. But I have a starting bid price of $10 for that bracelet for anyone who might be interested. Just never seen one like that before. So you want to clean it up a little. So like on the very edges here, you can see they're like darker. It definitely is old, but super unique. So I know Rachel would appreciate that fact. So Rachel got that for $10. Lovely, lovely. It's bigger, so it's like for me. Let's see. You're welcome. Like, so I'm like I always can't get bracelets small enough. So it's nice to have a variety in bracelet sizes, right? Okay, let's keep going here. Again, if anyone popped in late and want to see the items I've already brought to auction, it could be an anklet. It's possible. I don't know if 10 inches would fit around my ankle, though. That may not be big enough. Let me try it on my ankle. Hold on. That would be some anklet. Yeah, it's not big enough. So it could be a kid anklet, maybe. Hold on. All right. But yeah, there are items that I have brought to auction. If anyone wants me to bring those items up again, go in the store and check it out and just holler at me. Okay, so this is a really lovely necklace. This is, in fact, sterling silver. We have some alternating oval textured links as well as just solid. It's all sterling silver. It's got a faceted glass bead there on the end, and this is marked with a 925 right here. It's hard for you to see, but it is. These are, in fact, garnet. All of those are garnet. And then this is actually one of those, what do you call it? Chakra, I guess is how you pronounce it. Necklace, where it has all those certain colors of natural gemstones. I have tested these. That is quartz. That is amethyst. This is lapis lazuli. You can see the gold specks in there. That next one is malachite, that green striped one. And then we have quartz again. This is probably carnelian. And then this one, it kind of looks purpley to you. That one's amethyst. I think this one's garnet. Garnet can kind of have that kind of burgundy, purpley kind of look to it. So this is a 16-inch necklace, but it does have that extender. But I don't often see chakra necklaces like that. So that's fun. So $18 start for anyone interested in that. Sterling silver natural stone. Neat little necklace. And we've got 9 seconds left. I absolutely can. I'll grab those right now for you, Rachel. They're really pretty, actually. Thank you for looking at that. Okay. So Rachel would like me to rerun these gorgeous Kendra Scott earrings. They are stunning. Again, a lot of Kendra Scott are not marked. When I found these, I brought them home and compared them to a T to Kendra Scott listings that I found. There's no doubt. I looked at the measurement, the length that people have, the whole thing. They're prong set and they're really thick mother of pearl stones. They're just stunning, cold, heavy, all the things. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate that. I don't know if I had to duplicate it or just restart it, but anyways, there you have it. And so I'm going to run it again. So they hang down. It's running now. From the hook, it goes about 2.5, but this part is about 2. And Rachel is in for 18. Really beautiful, really heavy, significant. All right. Thank you so much for that, Rachel. They're awesome. You're going to love them. No gold tone loss there. It is like textured on the edge. It all looks great. So there you go. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Let me keep going here. I only have a few things left in my first From the Lobby live auction. Aren't we having fun? Yay, I'm so excited. All right, so these came in that bag. Oh, look, I never looked. The back of one of these says Roman, but I doubt that these are Roman. This does not look like Roman because this one does not say anything. I think someone just stuck that on there. I didn't actually take a picture, but I think that these are just costume jewelry. These are metal. They are, you can see kind of like hammered, textured. They are costume jewelry, as you see. They are magnetic, nothing fancy. If anything, there might be the ittiest bit of gold tone lost on maybe the edge, but looking at them head on or from the back, they look fine. I literally put a $1 start on these just costume jewelry, like I said. But for anyone interested, they're pretty large. The width of that circle is about 2 inches. So just a big, fun dangle earring. Okay, so we have 5 seconds left on that. Awesome. Rachel, I honestly never knew how big the lake was because I've often been to smaller lakes. My husband grew up on Lake Oneida, and to go to the other side of the lake, when you said, hey, I'm just on the other side of the lake, it might take us an hour to get over there, not 6. So I was pretty astonished by that. Okay, so here is another beautiful brooch that I found at my favorite thrift store. And did it move to stage? Yes, it did. Okay, we're already there. I did a Google Lens search on this and I could not find this exact brooch. Now, those lighter stones there do have a cupcake setting. I think cupcake setting means, and Rachel can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it means when we have more of those prongs going around, there's like lots of them, versus like these marquee cut ones, there's just 4. And then these, even the smaller round ones have sort of a cupcake setting. There's multiple prongs there. Now, this is different colors of amber and kind of champagne. Does have a little bit of domeness to it. And yes, in fact, this does have a pin stop, but I don't see anything. It has a little bit of gold tone loss on the back. But I don't know. My gut instinct is that this is not Juliana, even though it does have a pin stop. I just don't find anything that says it is. And I think other brands can have a pin stop, but I guess if it is Juliana, it's someone's lucky day. I don't know. It does sort of have an ombre effect. I agree. Well, kind of in a scattered sort of a way, but it's in great condition, minus just a teeny bit of gold loss there. So I have an $18 start on this brooch. Yep. And the auction is running now. And Rachel, I'll have to show you the gorgeous brooch I showed earlier tonight. This has got 5 seconds left. And so also at that same thrift store, I was just about to leave and I came across the lady who puts out the jewelry came and put up a few things, and she put this up that would not have been there if I waited. And it was for $5.99. $5.99, or maybe it was even $4.99. I was like, huh, what? And I immediately, of course, did a Google Lens search on it. It is an unsigned Coro. When I go and looked at all my comps, the comps are identical. Like it's, the pictures are exactly the same. The placement of all these things, the back looks identical. Everything about it. But there was one of the things that pulled one up that said that this was Juliana. But because it doesn't have a pin stop, which you can see there, I was like, well, it can't be Juliana. Someone's mistaken. I don't believe that that's correct. But there were multiple comps I found that showed that it was Coro. You think so? A Shriner? Yeah. Well, I'll show you real quick, Rachel, just to show you since you're here. Hold on one second. Here is, hold on. So here it is there, where it says vintage 1960s Cora high end. I don't know. Someone doesn't know what they're talking about because it says cat's eye. That's not true. This is what they call, I think, lava glass. I think it's art glass, as you can see in there. Okay. It's just so stunning. If I had left 1 minute earlier, I wouldn't have lucked out. But then also, hold on, because I was trying to make sure that it wasn't if I was going to offer it, I wanted to know what I was offering. But here it is again. Another one showing Coro. So I'm pretty confident. But isn't that fun? I know you all out there that are doing your hunting. It's like a good day when you can come across something of high value, and you know it has high value, and you're like, oh my gosh, who could not know? Look at that. It's just stunning. So yeah, blue version of Dragon's Breath. There you go. Okay. Stunning. But I already ran that earlier, so someone can holler at me if you want me to rerun it. But I was just showing that to Rachel. Okay. How about these? Yes, of course, I came across some gorgeous vintage cloisonne enameled, hand knotted green floral bead necklace. It is gorgeous. All the things you would think of. Now, these are consistent in size. Sometimes I see these where they're graduating in size, but these are all the same size bead, and they're looking right at about 10 millimeters. But if I bring this nice and close, you can see all that enameling, cloisonne, hand knotted. And it does have probably a brass, a fish hook clasp there that works just fine. And there's no mark. I did look on the clasp or anything. So there you go. Beautiful set of cloisonne beads. And I have them at the $42 start. When I go and look at comps for this, they're like $75, $80 for a whole necklace of them, not just a pair of earrings. So we've got 10 seconds left. These are 23 inches long, great condition. Okay, thank you so much for looking at that. All right, well, so these little earrings are, they're like a smoky quartz. I have tested them. They are quartz, but the backs of them say, let me see if I can remember the name, Sorrento, and then it also says sterling. So obviously this is an example of, if they're sterling, then that would be vermeil. You can see a little bit of that gold loss, which is like a thicker plating of gold over sterling silver that's off those little leaves there. But this is what the backs look like. They are an open back for that quartz rhinestone. Twist back, and they go in the ear like this direction, like that. Okay, so I have an $8 start on those for any takers on the Sorrento quartz vermeil twist back earrings. There you go. We've got 12 seconds left. Kind of a smoky quartz. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Thank you for looking. All right. I have actually another, can you believe it? Another Silpata necklace that I got at the thrift store. You know, they at that favorite thrift store, you know, they have a lot of stuff they have on the wall that is usually not the more valuable things. And then they have stuff that's behind the counter that you have to ask for help on. And usually I don't buy anything on the stuff behind the counter unless that color has cycled through and is like 75% off. So I walked in on the right day, because I walked in on the day where this had gone to 75% off. So this is in fact jade. They call it olive and Canadian. It's weird. Everything listing I found showed Canadian and olive jade, as well as this is quartz. So when I do it on my gem tester, that shows up it's quartz. It's not just faceted glass. So the It is a toggle clasp, which I think a lot of people would wear that even sometimes down towards the bottom. This necklace, when I look for a comp for it, runs almost $50-ish. When I find comps for that, I did pull one up here. Hold on one second. And I think this was the lowest comp I could find. I promise I don't make this stuff up. I really do look. So there you go. Silpata Canadian and olive jade necklace. Now I'm assuming it's nephrite jade because on my gem tester, jadeite goes up above quartz, and this did not go up as high as that. So I'm assuming it's nephrite jade, which is just below quartz, or in part of it is in the same range as quartz, as well as sterling silver. We have, sorry, I'm having problems here. So we have the mark for Silpata right there, written on that little square thing. And this is 34 inches long. So you could probably double it. I'm sure that's an option. So yeah, starting the auction now for $24. Again, olive. Yes, I can rerun the Sorrento earrings, no problem. Olive colored green jade, as well as quartz Silpata necklace, sterling silver toggle clasp. Okay, thank you for looking at that. And those Sorrento earrings are marked sterling on the back. Hold on, let me grab them out of his bag. And I did test that. That is a quartz. It's open back here. And then right there, it says Sorrento and sterling. There is some of that tone loss, which you can still get on vermeil. But, you know, they just have the total vintage look to them, looking gorgeous like that. So let me pull those back up. Where did they go? Okay, hold on. I gotta find them. Where? Okay, here we go. So $8 start, rerunning those. And Felicia is in for 8. Smoky quartz, kind of like filigree leaf earrings. We've got 6 seconds left. And those are going to Felicia. Very nice. Pretty, pretty. And lengthwise, they are about, the earring part is about, I don't know, shy of an inch. So there's that. Okay. I have here a Cremence, beautiful teeny Cremence kind of 3 rose brooch. And many of you know Cremence is very well known for putting their mark right there on the bar. You always want to kind of like gently scratch the bar of some of these brooches because you can often see marks for precious metal. And in this case, I saw it says Cremence. So some Cremence brooches can be gold filled. But they would have to be marked for gold filled. And nowhere on here do I see any marks for gold filled. Although it looks like gold filled to me, I can't see any marks. But this is a 2-tone yellow textured gold as well as a rose gold. But this is beautiful. Wow, I only have $9 on it. I'm shocking myself. And yeah, well, that's a good price. So $9 start on the Cremence 3 rose brooch. And then this again is what the back looks like in the front. Okay. Got 3 seconds left. Thank you for looking. Okay. All right. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 items left. So let's go to this. So this particular brooch stumped me because as I was doing research on it, don't get me wrong. This is stunning. It is beautiful. All of these are prong set, even all these teeny little stones. But you know how they can make, over in China or wherever, they'll make like a lot of repeats and fakes. And so I did find this as a brand where it could possibly a brand called Avelia, where this was listed as like a $50 brooch. But it seems to be a pretty believable company. It wasn't like, buying, from, all the off brands that they do fakes. But that being said, there is nowhere on here that it says that. It does have a really cool clasp. I don't know if you can see this, but this is from the side. This is the shape of a heart. It's hard for me to get you to see that because it wants to focus on other things. But the part where this goes into is like the shape of a heart. It's very cute. I've never seen a clasp like that. It also has a bail, so you could wear it as a necklace. And again, all of those are prong set. Okay. But when I did my, hold on here. When I did my, hold on. My research on it, you see, I found it here, and it had a whole bunch of brooches. This site with a really lovely description, blah blah blah. You see that $58 price, and when I look at the pictures of it on the back, it looks just like what I have. But then I also found listings of it that were like on Amazon for $12, and here's an example of one for, this one is listed, it just says rose brooch. And this one, someone just listed it as $18. Again, I don't know that they necessarily know what brand it is. Hold on. I'm not sure if I took a picture of the Amazon one that I'm talking about, but all those other brands where you get those knockoffs. So I can't tell you if this is a knockoff. I can't say. It does have rose, kind of a coppery rose gold color, but the construction of it looks really, really good. And again, those are all prong sets. So I can't sell it for the $58 because I don't know, but I don't want to be false about what I'm bringing you. So I'm bringing you a beautiful brooch that's unsigned, that I've found pictures of, that construction is gorgeous, but I believe it's a newer brooch, all prong set, stunning, not missing any, stones. Hold on, I got to find it. Oh, I think I already brought it up there. Oh, I did. I have it for $15. Well, there you go. So there you go. We got 15 seconds left. Definitely a newer one, but just constructed well. It's beautiful. Okay, thank you for looking. Okay. All right, I have 3 items left. Let's go to this beautiful thing. This is a gorgeous, I don't know if any of you have heard of that jewelry brand called Ali Khan, A-L-I, and then K-A-H-N. This is marked Ali Khan, and I've had some of this jewelry before. It's very well made, but it's marked with 925 as well. So this is the extender that says Ali Khan That says 925. We've got an almost like a paperclip link extender. And then the lobster clasp also says 925. Okay. So I will tell you, because I've tested these, that these, I know you can have some cat's eye that's a version of quartz, but this is cat's eye glass. Okay. And this is opal glass, faceted, beautiful. And then this is faceted, just faceted glass beads right there. Different shape, more of the cat's eye. But then when you come down here, these are quartz. These big ones right here are quartz. This is mother of pearl, as you see it, as well as marcasite on that pendant that hangs from it. It's really, really well made. It's a beautiful necklace. You can see those individual marcasites. It's not missing any. And the comp I found for this was around $70. Now, not all Ali Khan jewelry is necessarily sterling silver, but this one is. Anyways, let me pull it up. Oh, sorry. I have 3 more things left after this. So I have a $28 start on that beautiful necklace. It's 16-inch with an extender, opal glass, cat's eye glass, faceted glass beads, quartz, mother of pearl, marcasite, sterling silver. It's lovely. Quality made for sure. 3, 2, and 1. There you go. Thanks for looking. Okay. All right. Well, how about these beauties? I believe these are Murano, but again, there's no way I can for sure know, but they're very well made. We've got a beautiful filigree textured kind of floral backing to them it's got this significant kind of like houndstooth, prongs holding in that cabochon glass Millefiori bead. It is not marked with Italy, so I can only show you what it is, and I can't prove that they're Murano, but they're pretty well made. They're definitely yes, on that necklace, the big thick ones at the bottom were rock quartz. That is correct. Just the ones at the bottom. Yes. So these earrings, when I look up comps for them, are you around $35 to $40, and I'm bringing them. Nothing wrong with them. Again, they are clip back, as you see here. And I'm doing an $18 start on those beautiful things. If anyone has any Millefiori, necklaces, then you have some earrings there that match. They're pretty neat with the prongs. I saw a lot of them without prongs that were just like button earrings with just the bead there. These had a lot of extra added details, which I loved. Thank you for looking. Okay. I forgot I had this. Okay, this is a sterling silver necklace. Yes, on that necklace, these were rock quartz. But these ones here, faceted kind of spacers, were all glass. This was cat's eye glass. This was opal glass. There you go. Okay. So this is marked sterling silver on that little link there. And it's also marked on that spring ring clasp. We have a lovely oval link. It's tarnished. You can see it's definitely tarnished. And it comes down to this really pretty, like textured, graduating in size, circle necklace. It looks just like that. It's very dainty, definitely sterling, definitely tarnished, beautiful. So that is, I don't know if I measured it. It's probably 18 inches, 16 inches, no extender. There you go. I have it for a $14 start. Great for layering for people who might want to mix it with some other things. Beautiful sterling and but well made. Like it looks dainty, but it's not going to fall apart on you. Started the auction now. A $14 start on that necklace. Oh, the Asians call rock quartz pools of light. Really? Well, essentially, rock quartz is just basically clear quartz, but quartz obviously being able to test on the gem tester. Um, what's really incredible to find is when you can find a whole necklace made of it. Now, obviously, this isn't a super vintage necklace. Ali Khan is more modern. You know, this style is probably similar in quality to especially with it being sterling silver and the quality and made, but similar to Silpata, I would say. Very pretty. All right, here's showstopper ending. Are you ready? Get ready, everyone. Hold on, I got to wipe them pretty so they're super clean. Now, I did not get these for $5. Oh, okay, hold on. See the light reflect. Oh, yeah, there you go. But the glass beads, they reflect a little bit of light, but boy, do those. That's true. That's cool. Yeah, that's neat. Okay, so these gorgeous stunners I paid up for. I'm not at home, so I didn't have like my cleaning toothbrushes and all the things that I use to make things look good for a sale. I only could like wipe it on my shirt, but you can see it's like beautiful rhinestone, kind of color changing effect, sort of. It's kind of got some blues and some purples in there. Prong set, purple rhinestones there, AB in the middle. And then this is a frosted leaf, but it is glass. That's also prong set. When I look these up, they are, in fact, Judy Lee. They are marked on the back right there. Okay. You can see the construction on the back with all those rivets. They're in excellent condition. The little filigree backing. Yeah, I paid up for these. This was not a $5 earring for me. But I also looked up the value of them, which was when I looked up comps for them, close to $50, if not more. Look at how beautiful they are. They would go on the ear like that. You would consider these to be climbers because they would sort of climb up the ear. Let me show you that one comp. This is the last item tonight. Sorry, my computer shut on me. Okay. Hold on. I got to find it. Okay. Well, I didn't actually pull up a comp because the day that I shopped for them, I looked up the comp. And I know it was in the range of $50 to $60. They were high, all I know, maybe even more than that. Well, it'll determine on how much I'm asking for them because, maybe more like $65 or $70 because my asking price is $32. So let me bring those to stage. But they are incredible, beautiful. And I'm going to start the auction now. Let's see if I can put these here so I can bring up my close-up. You can get a little bit closer view of them. Aren't they beautiful? Woo! This is called the grand finale. Everyone go, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Thank you for looking. All right. So there you go. Beautifulness. Earrings there. So we made it through. I made it through my sale right in the hotel lobby. Can you believe that? Sometimes I bore you with videos of Caroline, but I won't hold you guys up tonight. I probably have to get up early tomorrow also to go drop them off at like, I think their ice, they have to get up at 6. I think their ice starts at like 6:45. So thanks for coming, everybody. I am going home tomorrow. I will hold on to these items and I will have my normal Monday night show coming up. So unless anyone needs me to ship them out, they're not getting shipped out tomorrow because I will be on the road all day. I'll be at the thing until about 1:30, and then we'll be driving home 8.5 hours. Joy. So, but I will see you guys on Monday, and thank you for everyone coming. And I can't wait to see the green shed, right? Got to see the green shed, Felicia. And I'm glad you got to check out my new gold ring that I got for $6.99, gold and garnet. Love you guys. Be good. See you in a few days. Bye. Thanks for coming. Thanks for all those that bid and chatted and all the things. See ya.